Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and any animals watching, this, for those of you who are interested, is my great escape from the bakery in full detail. For those of you that are not interested, just shut your eyes. Music, please. Thank you. I got out of the bakery and ran down the street as fast as my gingerbread legs would carry me. It was a scary world. Everything was so much bigger than I was. And there were so many dangers to look out for. I knew I had to get to safety, but which direction was I supposed to take? Aha! Excuse me, fellas, I need a lift. Anyone going up? This one seems eager enough. Up, up, and away! Woohoo! Whoa! Good boy. I shall name you Swiftwind. And so we flew over the countryside, into the towns, then above the cities. We went past famous landmarks. We even bumped into Robert Powell. Hi, Robert. We flew on, across the seas, into countries I've never even heard of, some of which haven't even been discovered yet. I guessed Swiftwind must have been a homing pigeon. We were definitely going places, but I think his sat-nav needed updating. We flew across America, through all the major cities, over the Grand Canyon, and through some of the emptiest open wastelands I've ever seen.
First of all, it's unfair to tax money twice. There's a principle involved.
Blimey, it's dark in here. Swiftwind, head for the light. Phew.
That doesn't make any sense. That's unfair.
Then my trusty steed started giving me funny looks. Suddenly he tried to give me a peck on the cheek. Ow. And the arm. Ouch. And the head. Ow. Sorry, boy. So I jumped ship and landed safely on a boat.
What's that?
Oh, I don't like boats. At least nothing's trying to eat me down here.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
And I'm gonna need some new underwear. I spent a few days on the boat, but I could feel myself turning stale. So the next time the shark passed, I jumped on its back. My friends were sad to see me leave, but I'm a landlubber at heart and had to get my feet back on the dry land. The shark stopped at the nearest port, which just happened to be Japan. At last, I thought, some culture. But all I was greeted with was a lot of running about and shouting. Where was everybody going? I thought there must have been a sail on or something. Then it became clear to me that no matter where I went, someone or something was always going to want to eat me. Uh-oh. I hopped into the nearest dog and together we shot off into the sunset. At this point, in the interests of those members of the audience who don't wish to waste our planet's limited fossil fuels, I feel it's only fair to mention some of the various other modes of transport I used during my journey. Limited production budget prevents me from showing them all, but in alphabetical order: aeroplanes, airships, boats, the Batmobile, camels, Concorde, dinosaurs, dingies, that's what they call them, you know, sailing dingies, elephants, Eurostar, flying saucers, firework-propelled space rockets, galleons, go-karts, helicopters, horses, insects, Imperial Star Destroyers,
It's only a model.
jumbo jets, junks, kangaroos, koalas, lifeboats, London taxis, motorcycles, the midnight train to Georgia, nuclear submarines, nice family saloons, ostriches, the Orient Express, Persian rugs, pirate ships, the Queen's Corgi, quacking ducks, seaplanes, skis, trains, the TARDIS, UFOs, the Underground, a Volvo 440, a Vauxhall Astra 1.6 litre, water skis, wagon trains, X-wing fighters, Xerox photocopiers, that wasn't very successful, yellow submarines, yaks, zookeepers' buggies, and zebras, or in this case, a small white horse painted with black stripes. I'm not made of money, you know. Anyway, back to the story. The dog that I met in Japan became a good friend. I'd scratch his back, he'd lick mine. He said his name was Woof. He called most things Woof, even me. Before I knew it, his stubby little legs had carried me all across Asia, through the Middle East, over the Alps, into Europe, and, although he did stop at almost every tree in the Black Forest, we finally entered La Grande Metropolis du Paris, or as the dog liked to call it, Woof. It was very liberating to be able to walk down the street without being chased or eaten. Being the dedicated follower of fashion that I am, I decided to check out the catwalks whilst I was here. Oh crumbs, wrong door. This must be Moulin Rouge. Oh dear, that'll never catch on. Oh, I like that. Very fetching. Blimey, they're all so thin. After the mink coat incident, I felt it was time to woof off to another country. We just followed our wet noses. I didn't know where we'd end up, but I knew it would be somewhere, anywhere, or nowhere.